So this is the first fire that we've been able to see. It seems to be running down the back of the next valley. Could be a lot further away, but it is moving southeast. Yeah, it's nothing anybody ever wants to see, because you know that land is burning, people are at risk, and the bombeiros, the firefighters, are all working so hard to get these fires out. Many of them are just volunteers, and they're risking their lives for our safety. Yeah, that's the first one. Never ever want to see these things. But it is a fact of life here. You have really hot sun, the ground dries out, and the risk of fire is always there. Hope everybody's okay.
Right, we're going to spend a few hours down at his friend's house. He needs some help moving, so we're going to go down and give him a few hours with both of us to help him to move the bigger stuff. So we'll see you a bit later. So I've moved the scaffolding over because this bit is more or less done. I don't know whether you can see the very top. That's where they've concreted the bottom tiles in. So we're gonna try and put a line of render across it in lime, just to tidy it up, because it's like the rest of it, it's just blathered on, it's all over the place. But yeah, I am so pleased with how that's turned out. So anyway, on to the next block. So Rob's been chipping out up there, so I've been following along behind him liming. So I'm going to mix another bucket and get down so that we can drop this down again and carry on. And then we have to try and get that bit tackling the steps, but I'm sure we'll sort something. Cats have come in, well, Zorro's just chilling, but Willow's doing an inspection to make sure there's nothing in here. What are you doing, Zorro? What you doing? Huh? What are you doing, you mad cat? Right? You doing, Zorro? So instead of buying a full tub of paint, we got 2 tester pots, and we're going to test these out on these doors, well, drawer front and door. Just give them a quick little sand, just to do one little bit and see what they turn out like, see if they're the colours that we want.
I built castles in the sand. When I was young, I'd watch them crumble in my hands when the tide was up. But now I'm older, and one glance of yours is enough to hold the secrets of.
So that's the first one, we'll let it dry. It's just a creamy colour, an eggshell, rather than the white that's already on there. So we'll let that one dry and see what it's like.
I'm watching galaxies collide, the moon and stars by candlelight. I see your face, you know, face them all together. Baby, I wanna look in those eyes forever.
Right, let's try this one.
I've built castles in the sky, in my dreams, somewhere deeper in my mind is everything I've been searching for and all.
And that will be possibly the colour in the kitchen. We wanted like a sage green, and this is the closest we could get. But we'll see what it dries like. So this is the door now it's dry. I don't know whether you can see that, but it's cream rather than white, which looks much better. The little paint pot brushes don't give it a very good finish, but it's only a test anyway. And this is the close to sagey green. I think it's more of a mint colour, but we want it to be quite light in there anyway. So I think possibly we might go with that. You'll have to let me know what you think.
Mandy's just finishing off this small bit of pointing on the left hand side of the house, and when that's done then we can move over to the other side by the door. So there's Mandy on the tower scaff, which goes up there like so. Then, because we can't get the scaffolding on the steps, I've rigged up a square scaffold outside the door at the top of the steps, and we have a ladder with a board on it that's spanning the gap, so we can stand on the ladder and chip out and point that section, and then we can move over to do the top of the door and a little bit on the end. So we'll see how that goes. Safe enough. I've swung about on it like a monkey, and it takes my weight very easily, so we should be okay. And we're just making use of what we've got scaffolding wise. And the wall's coming along quite nicely. Just a few more blocks to put in this side and a few more blocks that side. I'm just doing maybe 3 or 4 at a time, as and when the weather allows, because it's been extremely hot. So I do it last thing in the evening when it's a lot cooler. Yeah, so that's coming along nicely, and I've got a couple of blocks to cut, which I've measured up, and I found a little hack. If you haven't got anything to hand that you can mark the blocks with, if you pick up a bit of old roof tile and like that, it makes a perfect mark. Bit of old roof tile.
So now we've got 2 ladders up here, a bit like the principle of when you're doing a stairwell. And I'm not very good on scaffolding, so I have demanded a safety test to see if this will take the weight. So, safety test, Rob.
Wish me luck. On the safety test, I'll go midway.
Yeah, that's not moving. Good, safety test complete.
That's a pass.
Let's drive away to know a place where we can go a better day. Escape from everything we know it's true. Ain't nobody's gonna find us, just you in a private little hideout. Don't move, just wanna make this last forever. Let's remember, we're like mercury in the night. We dance like water, high we fly. Like chemicals, our hearts alive, we glow. Ain't no gravity, sparks ignite. We're burning stars up in the sky. Like heaven while we're still alive, we flow.
roam around. With every moment dreams unfold, we're safe in town. The story whispered, brave and bold, it's true. Ain't nobody's gonna find us, just you in a private little hideout. Don't know, just wanna make this last forever. Let's remember, we're like mercury in the night. We dance like water, how we fly. Like chemicals, our hearts align. We glow. Ain't no gravity, sparks ignite. Burning stars up in the sky. Like heaven while we're still alive. We glow, it's true. Ain't nobody's gonna find us, just you in a private little hideout. Don't know, just wanna make this last forever. Let's remember, we're like mercury in the night. We dance like water, how we fly. Like chemicals, our hearts align. We glow. Ain't no gravity, sparks ignite. Burning stars up in the sky. Like heaven while we're still alive.
This is for another project we're going to be starting soon. So this is a pond liner. So we're going to do a little pond for the geese. So hopefully I'm going to try get started on that next week. And as we're moving all this behind the wall, we're pulling out all the bigger granite stones so that we can put them around the pond once it's done. So this is where the pond is going to be. It's going to be 2 foot deep and 2 meters by 2 meters, but in an oval. So then that should give them enough room to have a little swim about and to do some steps at one side so they can get in and out. So I like ponds anyway, so hopefully we can make it look really nice and the geese will be really happy.
An update on our pool problem. We managed to get a couple of new filter cartridges, put them in the pump, and it's working beautifully now. It's all circulating and getting filtered, and I've got my sock back.
The chicken is obsessed with barcodes. She'll just stand and do this for hours on end. Just pecking away.
She's not called Pingu the house chicken anymore. She's called Barcode Bantam.
So we didn't quite finish what we wanted to do this week. A bit delayed by trying to figure out how we could get up the steps. But we're nearly there, and this is where we're up to. So all this side of the window is done, apart from a little bit right up at the top there. The scaffolding's just not quite high enough for me to reach that bit, so we have to figure out a way of just hiring me up just a foot, and that'll do it. So we've got that bit to do right up at the top. And we've done all across here, and we've got a little bit just there to do, and then the other side of the door like Rob said. And we've also done There's lots of chipping out on here, but all the steps have been redone with the lime. So just that little bit, so close. So it won't take long now.
So you can see the difference. We've gone from this to this. Quite a dramatic improvement.
Let us know what you think. The other thing is the jet wash won't reach right up there to get those stones clean. So we've been trying to figure out a way. So we usually use the water in that IBC for the jet wash. But when we put the jet wash up there, it won't pull the water up high enough. So we've been trying to think of a way of doing it, and we're going to use that barrel, take it up there, fill it with water, and we can use the jet wash then, and just put the boards on the back side so we're far enough away just to clean them stones up there and all around the door. But we'll let the lime go hard enough, so probably a couple of weeks, and then we'll get back up and get them all cleaned off.
Hola!
Hello!
We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell, give us a thumbs up, and
Leave us a comment!
give us a hype. That would be great, thank you. We're going to start with our smaller news, and we're going to finish on our big news. Smaller news. Our wood delivery, though it was due again on Saturday, is promised for this coming week. So when the wood arrives, then I can start on putting the frame up for the garage roof, amongst 93 other jobs that we've got on. Secondly, in the smaller news, Paddy and Lana from In the Sticks are lending us an electric winch so we can lift rubble and soil out of the collapsed mine without breaking our backs. So a big thank you to Paddy and Lana.
We will be going down the mine next week's video just to make sure nothing's shifted.
Yeah.
And then in the coming weeks we're going to start bringing the claps out.
Yeah, yeah. On to the big news.
Yeah.
On to the big news. Our application with AIMA for our residency renewal it's been granted.
We are now legal again, and we have another 3 years. So that's a huge weight off his minds, and we can now get on with things, not worrying that we have to leave.
Yeah.
So it's a massive relief.
Yeah. So a big thank you to all of you for supporting us over the last few years. And we're looking forward to the next few years and your continued support.
And I just want to say a massive thank you to Justin, who helped us with all the paperwork to submit to AIMA. Yeah, without him we'd have been a bit stuck, so thank you, Justin.
Yeah. And on that note, on that happy note, look after yourselves, take care, and we will see you in the next one. So
Ciao for now. Bye.